Hey guys, what is going on? DaBoki here. It is time for another Paladin adventure with our mellow moose. I am 178 and today I am hoping to get to 200. 5th job pali. So I'm excited about that, but before I get into a crazy training session, I did want to check out a few things. There is this pop-up store event that's happening, which I believe gets you some free NX, and I want to go ahead and take a look. I'm not sure exactly what we need to do, but I'm hoping it's pretty straightforward. There's a spring scent that we need to gather. Okay, so maybe 300 per character, 2 times 20 levels within your own. Alright, so it's like a little collection quest, so we can go ahead and try to do this while we train. That's gonna be nice. There's a store here. We got clothes. Oh, there's a little shop. I see. Oh, that's cute. Okay. There's no RNG boxes, so these are just different outfits for male and female for the Santas, reindeers, so forth. And there's a few other shops here, it look like. There's props. Okay, these are weapons. They got some cute things here as well, and some hats. If you guys want some free NX, I would take advantage of this. This looks really nice. I'm gonna pop all my XP modifiers. The spring scent has been earned. The first spring scents. There we go. And a rune appeared. Perfect. This rune increased duration with the Evan link is so awesome. 4-minute runes. I can't love it enough. It's amazing. I wanted to say thank you to y'all for leaving some comments in my previous video, just kind of giving me some tips on the pali. Apparently, I was thinking that some skills were doing some things that they weren't actually behaving the way I thought they were. Like the revive skill, let's say. Which one is it? This guardian skill. I thought this was just a straight up iframe, that when you use it, regardless if you revive someone or not, you just get the iframe of 10 seconds. But I was notified that you do need to actually successfully revive somebody before the iframe will take place, which that does make sense, so thank you. I was going to go ahead and just be using that skill and nothing was gonna happen. You guys saved me many deaths, so thank you so much for letting me know. Mellow Moose Log, level 185. I'm about to move maps here, and it's been pretty good. Very good. I will say this, paladins are super tanky. Usually I'm having issues staying alive here. I do have the auto HP pet, but you know, still, when I have that on some of the classes when I'm training here, I'm noticing that I am almost dying quite a bit. But this one is keeping me alive, and Paladin, there's like no fear of death in this map, so it's pretty nice. It is a new day, actually. I had to leave for a little bit yesterday, which won't matter for the video because, you know, we'll just edit it and it'll make it seem like we never left. 187. And I am just going to continue the grind. I did finish the first day of the collection for the spring flowers. I'll tell you, it takes a little while. I think it took me about 30 minutes to an hour to finish it. But I think also the mob spawn wasn't that great, so depending on where you're hunting, you could probably collect them a lot faster. But just when I was training at my level, and let's see here, I believe I have 300. I feel like I have this Love Moose outfit. Oh, did I call this a Love Moose? Love Mouse outfit? I mean, I'm really into my outfit at the moment, so I don't know if I want anything. Oh, it's either the pink bean hoodie or this one. Let's check out this mouse outfit. Why not? Alrighty. Mouse outfit. And is it permanent? It is permanent. Cool. Mouse outfit. Oh man, it is really cute. I'm so plump. Look at me. I feel like I can roll around. I do like this hoodie better though, or this like bear hoodie outfit. Trying to make it for the MVP right here. Alright, we're gonna pop on all of our buffs. There it is. Good luck, have fun, everyone. Thank you. Let's see. Passive hyper skills. Let's go and talk about this a little bit. So I didn't look up yet like what the best in slot is for these passive skills. And typically when I'm like starting a character and we're just training it to 200, I like to get the training skills first. I know later on you're going to be wanting to probably put into your main bossing skills. It's kind of the ideal one. It would be really nice if we could have different slots for our passive skills. We can just kind of switch them back and forth. without needing to reset it every time. You know, right now I'm just maxing out my main mobbing attack, which is the Divine Charge. I think this Heaven's Hammer is pretty nice as well. I did put one into this cooldown minus 30%, just so that we can try to spam it a little bit more. And it just puts out a lot of great AoE, which helps out the training. So right now I'm just thinking about the training. I feel like this crit rate is something that we can also get away with not putting a point into, because of just your link skills, your legion, your familiars that you use. So any of these that have like the critical rate, I think it would probably be better to not put a point into it. But right now, because this character is just starting out, I don't really have 100% crit rate, so I thought that I would go ahead and pop it in there. Oh my gosh, Hygear is here. Look at this. This is Papa Paladin right here. This is Hygear. This is my inspiration. Yeah, Pally Bros unite. Hygear and I were just talking a little bit about first paychecks. He recently just got a new job, so his first paycheck was kicking in. I was thinking a little bit back about my first paycheck when I worked at Walgreens. Some of you guys may know if you're following my channel for a bit. My first job was Walgreens. I was a cashier, a stocker, a coupon sticker placer. I don't really know if they have an official title. A facer. If you guys ever worked at retail and needed to face items, it's like where you pull all the items to the front of the shelves so it just looks fuller. We call that facing, or at least we did back when I was working in retail. I'm not sure if they came up with a fancier term these days, but yeah, I was a facer. And yeah, I received my first paycheck at age 16 for about $300 and I believe $70. It could have been around $400, and I was like, man, I'm in high school and I have way too much money. So what I did was I went to Circuit City, which does not exist anymore. That company went out of business. It's kind of like a Radio Shack or a Best Buy, but that was a place where I would go a lot for all my electronic goods. And I bought a sound system for my car. I bought a sub, I bought the amp, I bought kickers for my 1999 Toyota Camry. And my goodness, that car bumped. My car's name was Herbert. You guys may have seen him featured in some of my videos. Rest in peace, Herbert. That car is no longer with me. But yeah, I bumped that car really hard driving to my school every day. Oh man, I feel bad for everyone that was driving next to me, but I do miss it. I loved blasting music in that car, and it was glorious. But that was what I spent my first paycheck on. The whole sound system costed about $315. It was like a package deal, and it was amazing. And then they were like, yo, we're gonna give you lifetime warranty on this sound system, so that anytime you have issues with it, you can just always bring it back to us and we'll fix it up for free. And then, dude, it was a scam. They went out of business and they're no longer here, but it lasted. They did a great job installing that, because the whole sound system lasted for the duration of the car's life. But I think the sound system probably was a big factor of putting down my car, because it was a lot of wear and tear, like how much my car rattled because of the bass. It probably made a lot of things loose in the car, and it drained the battery quite a bit. And I feel like it was a pretty heavy burden for my car, but it was amazing. I mean, yo, my Camry lasted for like 200 and I think 25,000 miles, so it had a life. All right, it had a life. And then I gave it to my friend. He was just starting to drive at the time, and he got his license and he wanted a first car, so I gave it to him. And then I think it died on him like the first week that he had it. Oh man, but it's somewhere. Man, I wonder if it's still like in a lot somewhere. Him and his family were pretty handy, so they would like to fix up cars and stuff. And I feel like I heard a rumor that the car was still existing somewhere in a lot in one of their driveways, but I'm not sure. That was my dad's old car, and then he gave it to me. I remember he let me use it one time for my driver's license test, and then after that, I just ended up taking the car, and he was like, well, I guess it's yours now. And then he went to go buy a new one, because I was just like really comfortable of driving that Camry, and he wanted me to be comfortable, so he let me he let me just have it. I took my driving test in there. I took my driving courses. I was like in a driver's ed course. I would say the main takeaways I learned from the driver's ed course, I think it was like when I was 15 years old was when we were taking that course. It was like a 3-day course or a few weeks or something like that. The scary story that they told us in driver's ed class was there was a tissue box in the back seat of, like, you know, where the back mirror or the window is, that space between your seat and the window. A tissue box was there, and the driver hit like some object, either a tree or a wall or something, and apparently the tissue box flung forward and lodged into the driver's head, and that's what killed the driver. And it wasn't the impact of the car crash, but the tissue box that projected forward and lodged into the head. I don't think it was a true story. I think it was just a scare tactic, but it stuck with me for a really long time. I was like, that is so wild. What? That was like the takeaway of that class. Well, there's a few takeaways. It was that, and then the next story that stuck with me was make sure you leave enough room between the cars, like in front of you, or you'll get shot with the crossbow. Dude, I don't know what it was, but I don't think I really learned how to drive in this class. It was mostly just wild stories that I remember. So whenever you're stopped at like a stoplight, you know, and you're like, there's a car in front of you, you want to make sure you put enough distance in front of you, okay? Because there was a story of a guy getting out of his car that was like in front of this lady, and he apparently was suffering from huge road rage or something, and he walked back, opened up his trunk, and the lady was like panicking because he saw what he was doing, and she was like trying to leave, but she couldn't because there was like no space, I guess, not enough space to like get out of the way. She was like stuck between cars and traffic, and he pulled a crossbow out of the back of the trunk of his car and shot this lady. And I don't think she died, but she got shot with a crossbow. And that was the story I remembered. And I was like, man, dude, what are you guys teaching us? I will say, like, a really cool thing we did though in driver's ed was on the last day they taught us on how to regain control if we lose control. So an instructor sat next to us, and this was in my Toyota Camry, by the way, 1999 Toyota Camry, and they would slick the roads. So they, like, I don't know, oiled the roads or something, greased this parking lot, and they would have us go like about 30 miles per hour or 40, and then the driver or the passenger, the driver ed teacher in the car would pull our e-brake, and then we would spin out of control, and we would need to regain control back. And they would teach us like techniques on how to like get control back of the car, because especially in Colorado, there's a lot of times where there's ice on the roads and we're gonna be spinning out and we need to like gain control of the car. I feel like I've told this story already before, but I just feel like it's so fitting because of the whole driver's ed spinning out of control. I mean, it was trying to teach me how to regain control, right, of a car, but I think it put too much confidence in me. So I feel like classes and schools need to be careful a little bit on what they teach and maybe the techniques of teaching it. Because I will tell you, after I took that class, that course, I felt like I was Drift King from Tokyo Drift. And I was the king of drifting after that. I said, me and my Camry, we could go anywhere. Herbert, you're gonna be drifting down the streets. We're gonna conquer these roads. You know, nothing can stop us. We took this 3-day driver's ed course, and I have all the driving skills that a teenager could possibly ever want. But I was like going down a super icy road one night, late at night, and I just pulled the e-brake. I was like, I'm gonna drift around this corner. And that is not how drifting works. First of all, you don't drift on ice, all right? That's not drifting. That's spinning out and losing control. And you don't pull your e-brake on ice. That is like a negative on a negative, and this time it does not make a positive. So I pulled my e-brake on ice in a neighborhood road, and well, you guys guessed it, I lost control. and I spun out and I hit a telephone pole and just destroyed my front wheels on my Camry. I'm glad it happened though, because after that I was like, it was a wake-up call, and I was like, maybe I am not Drift King. I think I need a little bit of a check. I think we need these little moments in our lives where it nibbles us, it kind of pinches us, but it doesn't like bite us, you know, it doesn't like hurt us too much, where it kind of like is a good wake-up call before we get into something even deadlier. So I'm really grateful for that experience in a way that it was a moment of realization. I had a few of those in my life for sure, where it was just enough to like kind of let me slow down a little bit and be like, all right, I think that's enough. And I've tasted that, you know, again, the whole touching the stove when it's hot, touching the moose. It's like, okay, maybe we don't approach that moose. You know, we'd be a little bit more mellow. Like, we can still have fun and we can still have exciting things, but we need to be a little more in control. That is always the biggest lesson. That's the balance too, is finding that control point in our life, and we just need to experience it. And it's tough because sometimes those experiences can be a little bit more permanent than we would want it to be. Come on, level. I think we need like 30%. Oh, so close, 96%. Here we go. 199. Come on, we can get it. Let's go. 199. We do the thing. Oh yes, the beautiful haven. That was a really fun training session. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And this quest, ooh, let's go. Let's get it. 200. Nice. All right, awesome. Let's get 5th job, guys. It's time. Call the Urdas. Let's go. 5th job. The pali has awakened. Oh man. We got Divine Echo. Grants an echo of your battle prowess to your party member. Oh baby. I think I know what this is. I think Hygeia used this on me before. Your party member will mimic every skill that you do, which that sounds pretty cool. Hammers of Righteous. Creates 1 spiraling hammer around you whenever you generate a light charge. Up to 5 hammers can be active at once, and their duration is shared with the vessel of light. Cool. Grand Guardian. A glorious cross section of light blazes, symbolizing noble sacrifice. Sounds like a big cross that starts to spawn. Mighty Majoner. Summon the hammer of the ancient god, then hurl it straight towards your enemies. Well, let's go ahead and give these skills a shot. Oh, here we go. We're gonna go back to the boars, since this was kind of the place where we're... Wait. I was like, what happened to these boars? They're so small. Not these boars, excuse me. These boars. The bigger ones. That was weird, seeing them small version of them. Let's go ahead and try out Divine Echo. We don't have a party member with us, but we can at least see the effect of it. Nice. Oh, cool. So this will imbue another party member and every skill that we do. Whoa. Oh my gosh, that was cool. I accidentally pressed my hammer. Mighty Majoner. Let's do that again. Oh, dang. Dude. Okay, and then now we got hammers swirling around us. Oh, nice. And then can we just keep flinging this hammer around? Wow. Dude, that hammer throw is sick. And it's such a low cooldown too. So you can toss it pretty much instantly, as right when it returns to you. You just keep tossing it. And that's just big AoE that's happening. And then you got Hammer of the Righteous. Oh, nice. And then you got just the hammers spinning around. I guess the bigger version of the hammers. And you're just constantly doing damage with anything that touches you. The Grand Guardian. Let's see what this is. Oh, yeah. I've seen this before. That's cool. That's a big old cross skill that you put out and it starts growing. So you just constantly have hammers swinging around you then. And then you can make them grow and they'll just be big and you just keep doing damage around you. Dude, that hammer throw is so powerful. I love how low cooldown it is. Oh, you can hold up to 3 hammers. Whoa. First of all, let's go to Zach really quick. I'm just gonna go try to get this face and eye accessory finally. I've not been able to achieve this yet. but we kind of need these for the gains. All right, let's get it. Big? Nice, finally. It dropped. Oh man, and the flame on that, not bad. If there was all stat on there too, wow. And then, of course, our traditional CHT. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. We're gonna save all of our bursts for the body, of course. Magic Crash, Incursio. Actually, we don't even have to save the bursts. We can just use them. Oh, look at that hammer bounce. That's so good. And we're gonna also do Heaven's Hammer in there as well. Just so many hammers. The bonk in this class is just so big. I need to be using Blast Skill. Oh, I forget. So what's the play? What's the play? I am going to Incursio. I'm gonna make the hammer spin. I'm gonna summon my big cross, and we're just gonna unleash all the hammers that we can. It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be hammerful, and we're just gonna have a bonkin' time. Let's do it. Come on now. Can we jump in Incursio? We can. All right, perfect. We're gonna Incursio. I'm gonna actually pop this, pop that because we can. I just popped my revive for some reason. Another Incursio, and let's do the cross skill. Let's go. Oh my gosh, that cross skill is so big. Oh, I forgot to even just get my regular hammers out. Oh, we're messing up. It's okay. It's alright, we're gonna get it. Alright, my hammers are out. Let's go and pop the big hammers out now. We're gonna throw all these hammers out. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see what's happening? There's just a lot of hammers flying. That's what's going on right now. Oh, that is so sick. Let's get it. I'm gonna go ahead and Magic Guard or Magic Crash up there so we can get some more hammer throws going up there. Awesome. Did we get it? Oh, we didn't get it. No, we didn't get the ring. We got the exact same item sets as we did last time. Exactly the same. Pendant and earrings. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and end it here for now. Thank you so much for watching the 5th job achievement with Mellow Moose. I'm going to be training up this character some more, as well as getting some more gains. So I hope you look forward to seeing some Paladin gameplay. I'm excited to dive into the potential of this class and just kind of feel out how it does with training post 200 as well as bossing. I'm always curious about that. Much love, one love. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Goodbye.